into authentic conversations about ourselves and our community, exploring topics that uplift and inspire us, from personal growth to social change. So grab your teacup and get ready to join the conversation. This is what I heard. What did y'all hear? Let me know in the chat.
How do you square the Cassie video with your impressions of Diddy?
Watching the Cassie video is what kind of turned my emotions into something. I'm not around that kind of stuff. I wasn't raised around, men putting their hands on women. So to watch, one of your mentors go through something like that. And again, it's a video, you don't know what happened before, but even no matter what happened, in my opinion, you just don't do that.
Does that video change your view of Diddy, your feelings about him?
When I first saw the video, it did change my feelings at first about Diddy. And I was disappointed.
Ray J done seen Diddy slap a couple hoes before. That's why he threw Princess in the pool. Remember when he pushed Princess in the pool? We done seen Ray J lose his shit. Ray J done seen Diddy slap a hoe before.
Disappointed. Now, fast forwarding to now, I have more of a forgiving heart, and I'm looking at it in a different way.
How so?
I think holding everybody accountable for what they've done is important. But as you look at everything else that's being piled on top of this,
the Cassie beating ain't so bad, huh? Like, okay, y'all making it seem like the Cassie beating's at the top of Diddy's problems. That ain't as bad as whatever else he got going on over here. Why y'all keep shining such a bright flashlight on Cassie's beating from Diddy? That's not as bad as what y'all said was going on over there, is what Ray J is saying. And not for nothing, they can't lock Diddy up in the feds for domestic violence. So whatever he got going on over there is worse than what he did to Cassie in the hallway. But people are speculating that the reasons why he did it to her is because of what he got going on over there with the feds, okay? People are speculating that she was running from a freak off. She was tired of freaking off and seeing an exit and exited. And when he found out she was gone, that's why he ran out in a towel. He's in a towel. That's why he ran out in a towel, okay? That is why he ran out in a towel. Because he was in the middle of a freak off. Cassie got out. She got away, right? And he realized it and chased her and beat her down. That's what we're speculating. That's what I believe.
Now it's like a circus.
How did the Cassie video affect the way or alter the way you look at Diddy?
Well, you know, it really threw me for a loop because, as I've always stated, I always think about and talk about the things that I know to be true about Sean Combs. And, you know, after I saw the video, I went and saw him in Miami. We had a conversation. And I let him know how affected I was by that. And, you know, I didn't know that he had that in him to do that.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility.
So my conversation with him was basically like, yo, like, you one of my heroes out here, and you hurt me with that.
And what did he say back to you?
I mean, it was pretty much, you know, a brotherhood moment that I'd rather not discuss right now, but, you know, it was a real emotional moment.
Can you give me some sense of it? Because I think it's important to know how he was dealing with friends like you when you suddenly see something like this that you say comes out of the blue.
He was hurt.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Stevie J can fake and flaw all for the goddamn cameras all he wants. We honestly, real people honestly don't believe you, Stevie J, that you can. We've seen how you and Jocelyn used to get down on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Do we think that you and Jocelyn weren't rumbling and tumbling? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I don't believe Stevie J when he says, "Oh, you know, I had a heart-to-heart talk with my brother about what I seen on the cameras, man, when he assaulted Cassie." I don't believe it for 1 second, but yeah.
That video came out, it crushed him, you know, because he's like, yo, my daughters and my mom got to see this. And I'm like, yeah, your friends got to see it too. So it really...
They was more so concerned with what type of publicity it was going to bring. That's publicity.
Interesting. It hurt him.
Trust me.
Because the video came out or because of what he did on the video?
I believe both hurt him. What he did on the video, he couldn't believe that that was the darkest point in his life, and he had to relive that and see that again. For 10 years. Who wants to see themselves beating on a girl in a video? I think that would kind of like hurt all of us. Any man.
It sounds like seeing the video was the headline as opposed to...
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm saying, I just know that he was in a dark place in his life, as he described to me, and that, you know, he was just doing a lot of drugs, and it was just dark for him.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life.
You know, so I wouldn't just say it's just what he saw. I believe it was the act and what he did as well that hurt him. I just feel for both of them. I feel for he, and I feel for Cassie.
After many as a teacher.
Okay, so as we are about halfway through with the Diddy Downfall, part 3, presenting by TMZ. Yeah, we're listening now to CBJ. So CBJ is, you know, on this, I don't know. You know, I don't believe him for 1 second about him caring for Cassie. I think that I believe that about it, you know what I'm saying? He may even probably gave Diddy the understanding to, you know, hide it. Or whatsoever have you. Oh, hold on. What's it? Okay. So get a cupcake. Get a cupcake.
I always get cupcakes.
I would, yeah, I know. But don't take no cupcakes, okay? You can get them right out of the thing.
I get the white unsolved.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I don't believe CJ. I think he knew about the beating of Cassie at the hotel. When it happened, he was probably there. You see what I'm saying? So there's a little bit Jackson held him back. Yeah, we are reviewing the documentary of Diddy Part 3, Inside the Freak House. Okay. Alrighty. Hope your Wednesday afternoon is going lovely. We're back up with the documentary.
They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
The feds say they have videos of some of
They
these
do
freak-offs.
something with the dog.
Are you in possession of any videos or something that materially shows what allegedly happened?
Yeah. Yes, I have videos and pictures, but let's be clear. Video may show a particular act taking place, but it's almost impossible to determine whether the individuals involved in the act, what they have in their system. I mean, it's very hard. I mean, we've gotten so many unsolicited videos and pictures, and without the witness or the victim themselves, like explaining that, I mean, it doesn't really help a whole lot. I mean, you're sent a video of a sexual act taking place. You're, shocked at that, but then you try to say, okay, how does this fit into these allegations, and what does this mean? So, a lot of people are making much ado about videos and pictures. To me, what those do is confirm that the victim was at this particular place and time with particular people. It still doesn't answer the fact of whether that person was coerced, forced, drugged, those allegations, and that's the hard work that we have to do. I don't think anyone's shocked that sex was going on at some of these after parties. I think we didn't just fall off the turnip truck. We know that kind of stuff happens.
And that's not illegal.
It's not illegal. That's not illegal at all. And people having sex out in the open at a party, that's not illegal either at a private residence. But the question is, what was the state of mind of that individual participating? Was that individual coerced? Was that individual drugged? And a video typically doesn't really tell you that, unless you can determine from the video that the person doesn't have all of his or her faculties.
Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way.
This didn't just happen in a vacuum. You think about how are you able to get this amount of drugs in this kind of part? How are you able to get this kind of cash that was used for various parts of this? How are you able to rent out entire floors of a hotel with the staff and the management of this to go on?
Not only was she in this suit, she alleges, raped by Diddy, but while two celebrities were at first watching Diddy commit that rape, and then one of the celebrities actually raped her as well.
You said that there were other powerful people that you were looking at who you allege were involved in some of these assaults. Are we talking about cases involving other celebrities, politicians, business people?
I think all the above. These were very popular parties. This was the venue everybody wanted to be invited to. So a lot of people participated that will raise people's eyebrows.
Have you been in touch with any of them to say, we're looking at you, you did something wrong? Have you had any contact beyond the Diddy people?
I'm gonna just not speak on that. I will say that the typical practice is to send a demand to lay out, here's what we believe the situation was, here's how we think you were involved and try to start a dialogue. Failing that, we just file a lawsuit.
Safe to say you've sent some demand letters already?
That's true.
Beyond Diddy?
True.
Look good, bro. You look fresh. You look fresh, bro.
I'm curious what you think about that criticism that, you know, you put enough embarrassing things in a complaint or say you're going to, and it forces a settlement and it becomes almost, that's the game. What do you say about that? That's a criticism I hear on the other side.
No, it's a fair point. I mean, the system is the system. It's a gulag, if you will. It's a tough process, and we always make an attempt to resolve these cases without the filing of a lawsuit. That's just what we try to do. And if we fail in that, we're going to file the case and we're going to pursue it with aggression.
Many of you came here thinking or hoping, perhaps believing, that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come, but it won't be today. But the names that we're going to name are names that will shock you.
Let's make sure that we capture everybody that was involved in this, not only the people that were actively engaged in this egregious conduct, the people that were facilitating this conduct, the people that were there and turned a blind eye to this conduct, the people that benefited from this conduct, the people that profited from this conduct. Let's make sure that we find all of those and make sure that justice is served.
To your knowledge, did Dawn see other celebrities participating in freak-offs where they crossed the line?
So in our case, we named not only Sean Combs, but 20 other individuals and entities, because to us, this is not just about Mr. Combs, it's about all of those who were complicit. And some high-ranking people in the music industry are named in our complaint. We did not leave anyone out because we're afraid that they're a celebrity or they're a powerful person. They are named.
Of the 12 individuals named in the lawsuit, only Diddy and another Bad Boy record exec are named specifically. The others are all does, they're anonymous.
I think we do have to be careful to not sweep everybody into this who may have just been present at a party, who did not know, who thought that sexual acts were consensual. That's not illegal. That's not for everyone's taste to be at a party like that, but it's not illegal to have consensual sex, even at a party, even openly. What is illegal, and I draw a very bright line, is non-consensual sex. People being drugged, people being forced, people being exploited.
In my view, if you were there and you knew somebody was being drugged because you had seen it happen in a previous party or a previous situation, and you didn't do anything, and you allowed it to happen, and you continue to enjoy yourself and party and whoop and holler and have a good time, as far as I'm concerned, you are just as liable as the individual who shipped the person in, who paid the persons who kept them long and they thought they were going to be there, who bought the drugs, who took the money out of the bank, who put the drugs in a little shot of either a lemon shot or some sort of champagne and participated in this egregious conduct. You're just as guilty as far as I'm concerned.
The Cassie Ventura video, for example, that was about her trying to leave the party and being dragged back in by Sean Combs. So some of the allegations in our case are about that, about not being allowed to leave, which is clearly illegal.
People just creating these narratives is bogus as fuck. Beyonce's in it, Jay-Z's in it. You're gonna get this person, they're gonna come out, you know, this happened to this person. You're taking Justin Bieber comments that he made for something totally different and attaching it to the Diddy situation.
And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Usher, all of these people who are trying to move on with their lives, do their thing, So you're just a part of some kind of fictitious story. So I'm hearing about artists paying victims to keep their name out of it.
Do you know people who have had demands put upon them where they have paid off to keep this quiet?
Here's what I do know. People do catch and kills all day. And a catch and kill, I don't know if, of course you know, but for the regular world, somebody has the truth, somebody pays you to keep it quiet, and hopefully that money that you got paid secures your happiness while you watch the lie continue to succeed.
I want to just make sure I understand you. What you're saying is what? That you know people who have been approached by women, men, whatever, who have said, give me money and I won't talk?
Here's the other way around that, Harvey. I'll give you money, please don't talk. Is that the same thing?
You mean there are people who would
Feed
go
him.
to others who might sue them and say, I want to cut you off at the pass, give you some money, let's just squash this?
That's what a settlement's called, right? But it really was, don't say what you know. Here's some money to be quiet. And I'm saying that.
You are a well-connected guy. Do you know that what you've just described, is that going on now?
Yes.
I'm a cool on, who else but me? And if you don't feel me, that means you can't touch me. It's ugly, trust me. Get it right, dog, we ain't.
The homie doesn't have 500 gazillion trillion dollars. So where's everybody going with these money grabs where they're saying entertainers are paying back people because they're involved in shit like that? They want to talk to me. They want to talk to me about what happened to them. They call me. They feel like they can trust me.
Wait a minute.
So I don't know
calling
where
you,
this is
calling
gonna
you
go.
for what? Calling you for what?
Because they want to tell me about certain things that happened with them and Diddy.
Ray, I want to make sure I understand this. Are these high-profile people calling you because they've had some affiliation with Diddy that they don't want to come out and they think you might be the vessel for it coming out? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I don't even know why I just said it, but I said it, so what? Now they gotta be mad. Come get me, fuck it.
Were they specific?
I definitely feel like Ray J is just simply trying to get ahead of the situation so that he's not looked at as a person that also deserves to be sitting next to Diddy. That's what the takeaway I get from Ray J trying to jump ahead of the Diddy mess.
Specific about what they did with Diddy?
I don't want to say. I think I said too much.
Okay, as Harvey Levin pays some bills, we're going to pay some bills. Thank you so much for watching Tanisha Talks Tees today. We are reviewing the third documentary, part 3 episode presented by TMZ on Diddy. So, I'm gonna pin that. Thank you all 41 people for joining. I hope that you guys are enjoying. But also just, understanding the nature of what we are all looking at. And what are your thoughts on this? Are you guys looking for Diddy to go to jail? Are you looking for Diddy to have to pay some type of consequential, punishment for his alleged crimes? Do you believe Diddy done these things? We know he's abused Cassie. Do you guys believe Cassie that he made her do freak offs? She wasn't willing. He made her, he made her use drugs. What do you guys think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're back up live with the
Hey, yo, New York! New York, we fucking did it! Ain't go out nothing.
I was the sound of Bad Boy. With that guy. That's the Diddy I know. The funny guy, the great father, the great friend. That's the guy I'm going to continue to support. You know, I'm not going to turn my back on a friend. And if it's like I'm getting crucified in the press just for being a friend. I'm not going to stop being somebody's friend. I'm not going to do that. I'll never leave my people in the dark, Paul.
How could this have gone under the radar for so many years if it was so out in the open?
This is the question that everybody asks me. How could this have gone on for so long? Because so many accusers have come forward now. The U.S. government is now prosecuting Sean Combs in a very serious case that will probably keep him in prison for the rest of his life. And the answer is that it is terrifying to come forward against somebody like Sean Combs, somebody who was accused of threatening violence against anybody who crossed him, somebody who was accused of engaging in acts of violence himself. When you add to that he was one of the most powerful people in the music industry, and people want to work, it made it virtually impossible to accuse him. I think people felt, you know, who am I to come forward against somebody with the level of power, the resources, all of the people who were complicit, the enablers that Sean Combs had. That's unfortunately why it won.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm like, okay, P Diddy's weird. He's one of them weird producers. I get it. You know, you're not like Bad Boy for life. You're not like from the street. You're not nothing like, I don't know what you are, but you're like a creep. I'm just grateful to have made it out. And, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of women who have went through this, they're probably afraid to say everything would happen because it'll make them look some type of way. Honestly.
It takes a lot of courage to step forward, especially with somebody like Sean Combs, with this white-hot media attention on this. This is not going to be a cakewalk. I mean, this is going to be a very arduous situation, and you need to be prepared for that. And you know, people are going to accuse you. Why did you wait this long? Why did you wait? Why did you wait to come forward? And part of the purpose of that press conference was to let potential victims out there know, is like, you're not alone. There are a lot of other people like you who have gotten the courage to step forward. And so if you have been victimized, step forward too.
Diddy, can I pray with you? Can I pray with you, please?
What are your feelings now about Diddy?
My feelings now about Diddy is that I want to be a voice of reason. It hurts me to know that my friend going through this. I can only imagine what he's going through in jail. This is nothing nobody should ever experience. When somebody gets locked up and it's something really bad, and just looking at the past experiences from some of my other friends, it's almost like losing somebody, because most of the time you never ever see them again. And you know, even though looking at it from the outside, I'm sure that it's an extreme emotional roller coaster ride for him more than anybody.
Okay, that was the downfall of Diddy and how to take the freak offs, right? With TMZ presenting. So, how do you guys think Diddy's going to fare? Do you guys think Diddy's going to come out on top? Do you think Diddy's not going to come out at all? Do you believe you know, going to go out and say I do believe a lot of what is being alleged about Diddy, because we have been hearing so much throughout the decades about Diddy, like 30 years of nothing but tumultuous, toxic mess from Diddy. Right? So I believe, you know, a lot of what Cassie said Diddy was doing. We saw how he abused her. I told you guys how I, you know, believe what had happened on, you know, the day of the incident at the hotel. I think they were having a freak off. She didn't want to freak.
Thanks for watching. Remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's a blessing. Keep your teacups filled and ready for my next upload. Until then, stay inspired and remember, always stay dipping.